That's a little sample of a terrific artist who's been making great music for some 45 years now, believe it or not, and still going strong today with a new album set to drop next month. Let's talk to him right now. It's the great Willie Nile. Willie, how the heck are you?
Hey, Chad. Nice to see you, buddy. How are you? I'm good.
I'm great, because I'm going to see lots of Willie Nile in the next few weeks and months. We got new music, we got some shows on the schedule, so that's going to be awesome. But Willie, this past February marked the 45th anniversary of the release of your self-titled debut album, this gem right here. Yeah, Willie Nile from 1980. So many great songs on there. Vagabond Moon, It's All Over, the beautiful Across the River, That's the Reason, etc. I love all those songs, man. But now you're going to drop a new album next month. There it is, The Great Yellow Light. Am I going to love that one too, Willie?
Oh, yeah, I'm thrilled with it. It came out great. I mean, the Hooters are on it. Rob and Eric.
Yep.
Rob Hyman and Eric Bazillion, they're dear friends of mine. I know that whole band for years. And Rob played on 6 songs. Eric played on 2. One of the songs we wrote together, Washington's Day, which they recorded years ago. And I wrote the lyrics to that. And I've been meaning to record that song for years. I finally did. So and Steve Earle plays on the record. Waddy Wachtel, Paul Brady from Ireland. The record came out great. I'm thrilled about it.
The album title, by the way, is a reference to Vincent van Gogh's letters to his brother Theo and the light that inspired him in France, where he lived in 1888 and 89. What do you know about that, Willie?
Well, I'm a big Van Gogh fan. I remember reading about, he used to write his brother all the time. And he was referring to the light release. I think he told his brother how much it inspired him, and he'd been looking for it all his life, that kind of a thing. And for me, the title refers to those rare magical moments of joy and wonder, that we experience along our journeys, hopefully more often than not.
I was dreaming of a girl with wonder in her eyes and thunder in her heart.
The song is not about Van Gogh. The song was something else, but it inspired the title.
Well, 10 new songs on this next album, and full disclosure, I listened to it 5 or 6 times over the weekend. You were kind enough to send me an advance copy, and I can tell everyone it doesn't suck, as you've been known to say. It's really, really good. What songs are you proudest of? You mentioned a couple of them already. What songs are you proudest of on this new album?
I love them all. I mean, We Are is going to be the first single that comes out May 19th.
Forever, always, ain't no end. We're young and strong. We are. We're righting wrongs. We are. We're headed for the stars. We are.
I like Electrify Me and Irish Goodbye. It's hard to pick a favorite. Washington's Day for sure is very special. Wild Wild World, because it is a wild, wild world. The Great Yellow Light, the title track, that's the core of the record.
Here's my take on some of these songs, Willie, having listened to it, as I said, a whole bunch of times. The 2 rockers that kick off the album, Wild Wild World and We Are both lots of fun. Electrify Me is a killer cut that I'm sure is going to blow the roof off of any joint when you play it live. The catchy mid-tempo song, Fall on Me, is fantastic. Trying to Make a Living in the USA, I love that one. And the ballads, the title song, The Great Yellow Light, and What Color Is Love, so damn good. Willie, you still got it.
Usually as rockers get older, they don't write as good as they used to. My case is just kind of the opposite. I'm just like, what did somebody call me, the Benjamin Button of rock and roll? I'm going the other way. I mean, I'm still passionate. I still feel it, and I'm a lucky dude to still have that going on. Yeah.
Well, having mentioned that, we talked previously about this guy, a mutual friend of ours, Bill Weston, who spent a lot of time in Buffalo, New York, former WMMR program director. He retired just a couple of years ago. And he said this to me a few years ago: Willie is one of those rare guys who is truly getting better as he gets older. I wholeheartedly agree with that.
Yeah, I thank you. I mean, I think aging is, knock on wood, it's good for me. I think it's teaching me things. It's made my songwriting even better. My dad's 107. He takes no medication. He's fine. He lives home. He's amazing. He's the 43rd oldest man in the U.S. I just found that out a couple nights ago. So aging for me, knock on wood, so far so good.
Willie, I was in Ireland in 2017, and I'll be making a return trip there this fall. And I've already seen you doing this new song, An Irish Goodbye, that you mentioned live a couple of times last year. And I'll tell you, that new tune definitely makes me feel like I'm at an Irish bar hanging with some old friends. And you, as you said, you have Belfast-born Paul Brady, who's something of a legend in Northern Ireland, helping you out on that one. What a great song.
Thank you. Paul Brady, I mean, bless his heart. I shook his hand one time years ago, but my co-producer, Stuart Lerman, we were in the studio and he said, you know what, we could ask Paul Brady to sing on this. And he was couldn't have been kinder. Within 2 days, we had his vocal on the record. He did it in Dublin at his own studio. And he sings like a duet with me on An Irish Goodbye. And it's a really great honor. He's an iconic legend in Ireland. God bless him. Yeah.
Hey, Willie, before I forget, tell me about these photos behind me. Who took those pictures of you?
Those were taken by Christina Aragoni, who is my wife. I met her 15 years ago in Italy. She was hired to photograph me, and we hit it off. And, you know, we got married a few years ago, and she's taken those two pictures. She's a great live photographer, clearly.
Yeah.
She makes me look halfway decent.
Yeah, I met Christina several times. Great lady, great artist, and just wonderful. So yeah, she does terrific work with that. I want to ask you again, this new album, you put it out there with lots of support from your fans. And I'll tell you, having been in the audience at your shows more than 30 times now over the years, I know for a fact you have a lot of amazing, devoted fans.
I'm very lucky. The fans have been incredible. You know, that they, you know, it's a community, really, you know, in North America and in Europe. They're just passionate. They're literate. When people open up shows for me, when that happens, they'll always comment saying, you have great fans. They're literate, they're smart, they're passionate, and I'm very lucky. We're doing a fan fund for this new album. It's still up. If you go to willienile.com, you can read about it and a lot of cool things that are offered, that we offer for the fan fund, and the fans have been really great. It's humbling how good they've been and how supportive. Bless their hearts.
Willie, you tour almost constantly, and I checked your schedule. You got 10 shows over the next 6 or 7 weeks, including several in the Philly, New York, New Jersey area. I will be at your show on May 17th at the Met in Philly, when you open, as it turns out, for another band who is from Philly and happens to be, like you, celebrating their 45th anniversary. That, of course, the Hooters. Man, those guys are so good. As you said, you have become just real good friends with those guys over the years, and especially Rob and Eric, who you said, you know, plays on several songs on the album. That is going to be one special night in Philadelphia.
I can't wait. I was on a FaceTime call with Rob and Eric yesterday, making plans for the show. I mean, Davey, I know all those guys. I've been knowing them for years. We both came, hit the pavement and rock and roll in 1980. Put our first records out. So for me, it's been 45 years as well. Of course, I made my first record when I was 2, but that's my particular case. I love the Hooters are great. They're a great band. They're world-class artists, great songwriters, and I love them dearly. And it's having them on this new album is such an honor for me. And I'm opening up the show for them on May 17th at the Met. I can't wait. It's going to be great. I hear great things about the venue. They say it's a magical place.
Well, I can tell you, I've been there a few times to see shows, and it is really a terrific venue, some 3,500 people capacity, and it will be full that night, believe me. You're also going to do your birthday bash in early June 7th. This year it's in Red Bank at the Vogel, and you have an album listening party coming up in June at New York's Sony Hall. I know you've had 1 or 2 listening parties already for The Great Yellow Light. What's been the reaction?
Well, we had 2 listening parties. The show on June 24th is going to be an album release party. The band's going to play the whole album from top to bottom. I can't wait for that. We're going to play all these new songs top to bottom, and we'll play fan favorites as well that night. But I've done 2 listening parties, part of the fan fund. I did one at a club in the Bowery last Sunday, and I did one in Buffalo in early April, where in one of the Goo Goo Dolls recording studios. And I play the album, talk about the songs. I play the album, I mean, over the PA. So they hear the actual album. I talk about the songs in between, and then I play a half a dozen songs afterwards. Really good fun. The fans that come out are hardcore. You know, it's a celebration. Life is hard, and songs can pick us up. the Hooters pick us up, with their great music, so many great songs. And my songs, they pick me up, and I hope that they pick other people up too. Our shows are feel-good shows. Anybody who comes out, I promise you a good time, that's for sure. We have a ball. We've got a great band.
You mentioned Steve Earle and the fact that he helped you out again with one of the songs. That's a little bit of a political song, is it not? Even though it was written a few years ago.
More than 2 years ago, Steve lived around the corner from me for 15 years. We became friends, and I love Steve and have a ton of respect for him. And when we were working on the song, I thought maybe Steve would sing on this. And I texted him, and wrote me back in 5 minutes, I'm in.
Wake up, America, land of the free. Are you everything that you say you wanna be? Wake up, America. Wake up, America.
The song is about the better angels. It's like a prayer for hope, and compassion and a better world for all mankind. Even though the history of America is riddled with pain and injustice, and the divisions between us are greater than ever, I refuse to give up. I refuse to give in. I mean, this is a great country. There's great people here on all sides, and with my music, I just hope to bring people together in whatever small way that I can do that, because there's good people all across this country, and we can do, Bobby Kennedy used to say, we can do better. And I think we will. Hopefully the songs can help inspire that.
Once again, the new album is called The Great Yellow Light. It is officially going to be released on June 20th, but you will have copies for sale at your show at the Met in Philly on May 17th. Can't wait for that. And I'm going to put up the list of shows again. Folks, catch this guy if you haven't seen him before. I've seen him over 30 times, never once been disappointed. Willie Nile, love talking to you for, I think, 5th or 6th time now. Can't wait to see you next week in Philly.
Chet, bless your heart. Thank you so much. You've always been so supportive and so generous to me with your time. I appreciate it. And for all the kind words. Yeah, I'll see you in Philadelphia on the 17th. I can't wait. Great Yellow Light. Here we come.